Hello, my lovely Geminis, and welcome to Deku Tarot. I'm going to be doing your weekly tarot reading for the 21st to the 27th of January 2019. This week we're kicking it off with the Leo full moon, or Leo super moon. It's 0 degrees moon in Leo, and we have a 0-degree sun in Aquarius. We're having a full a total lunar eclipse that day as well, and that happens between January 20th and the 21st. I do have a video up on that if you want to check that out. I think it has a lot of really important messages that are going to be relevant for the next 6 months and the changes that we're going to go through, especially, because of this super moon, because of this eclipse. A lot of energies are being kicked up, and, there's a lot of directions changing, a lot of things coming to light. So again, check out that video if you're interested in checking out how this astrological situation with the Leo supermoon and total lunar eclipse on the 21st is going to affect us, okay? All right, my Geminis, so this reading isn't going to resonate with every single one of you. I'm using my Aquarian Tarot for your general weekly energy. So we're going to pull one card for your general energy for this week. Make sure to check out the videos of your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus because we have a lot of repeating cards. So there's a lot of really important messages that are going around despite what sign they're attached to this week. So again, go check those out. We are not just our sun sign. All right, Geminis. Geminis. What is coming through this week for you? What will be happening this week? All right, Geminis, what is their general energy for January 21st to the 27th this week? Get the Six of Rods. Great energy. Wonderful. We're moving forward in the right direction. It feels like we can see, triumph. We can see success. We're experiencing it. It feels very victorious, like we've overcome something. We're on the right path. People are praising us and noticing our abilities and saying, hey, Gemini, you're doing great. Keep doing it. Especially if it has to do with work or, in general, I feel like you guys are going forward on the right path. We've made some type of decision where, changing direction here. Something is coming up that's pretty big. Oh my god, I just realized I don't have my sound on, and I'm going to need that because animals go a little crazy. So hopefully that'll help with Scylla's snoring. Alrighty, Six of Rods, that was beautiful energy. Love it. I love sixes showing up in readings. It really signifies a deeper attachment, movement on a deeper level for our path forward, okay? All right, Geminis. It's coming in this week for you guys, and I kind of want to use my Paramus Bosch Tarot. I'm actually kind of drawn to use that for you guys. I was going to save it for the love half, but you know what? I want to use it. So this is my Bosch deck, and let's see what comes out for this week for you guys, January 21st to the 27th for my Geminis. January 21st to the 27th, what is coming in for my Geminis, the energy that they will be experiencing, the situations that will be coming up for them. We're getting the Five of Cups. It's not really a negative card in this deck. See, he's smiling, so it's kind of a positive feeling of the Five of Cups. It's kind of like, we've gotten over the emotional, release part of it where we feel sad and crappy, and now we're moving on towards better shores. Alright, let's see. What else is coming in this week for my Geminis? Alright, what's this? And we get the Three of Swords. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Oh, and, okay, this one flew out just like this, so I'm not going to ignore it. The Knave of Cups, or the Knave of Chalices reversed here. What's is coming up this week for my Geminis? Getting the Three of Wands. And then at the end, we get the World. Okay? Alright, we might need some clarifiers here because we do have... this whole area here feels kind of painful. It feels like some emotional distress, some emotional confusion. By the end of the week, it seems like we're getting through something. So I'm going to go back the Aquarian Tarot for some clarifiers. Clarify the situation that is bringing up the Five of Cups and the Three of Swords. For my Geminis, it feels very painful. Although it feels like we want to move on from something. It feels like maybe we're finding out that we can move on from a Three of Swords situation. I don't feel like this is something that will be happening, per se, but that we're feeling emotionally confused about a situation, maybe from the past. Something that brought us heartbreak that we thought we had moved on from. And again, this is supposed to be your general reading, so I don't know if this is coming up as love for some of you guys. It could be, again, a situation or a relationship that left you heartbroken in the past, and for some reason, you're feeling a little bit emotional about it. You're feeling kind of like, almost like you're sickeningly nostalgic about it. Like you're like, why didn't that work out? Why? So confused about it. I can't let it go. And it's almost like you're blocking out the truth of it. And the universe is like, no, time to close this and move forward. Create your own path forward. Stop getting involved with this emotional situation. Again, that's just if, you know, if it's a relationship situation that's coming up here. However, I think it could be something else. So let's see what else comes up here. Clarify the Five of Cups and the Three of Swords for my Geminis this week. What is bringing up this energy? We're getting the Queen of Rods. Three of Swords to Knave of Chalices reversed. Clarify the energy for my Geminis. What's bringing up the Three of Swords and the Knave of Chalices reversed. The Page of Pentacles. Yeah, there's some type of like emotional, almost like naivety. Childishness. Knave of Chalices reversed and our Three of Wands. Let's bring up this energy here. So, the Four of Swords. Okay. And that's kind of all I want to pull, honestly, on this stuff here. Alright, interesting. So first we're going to look at these, because these are clarifiers. So I'm going to put these on top, because I find that they're a little bit more important to this, even though these are some underlying energies here. And we're going to see how they all interplay, because this deck I like to read from the book as well, because I love the messages of it. They're very sharp, very different. So there's kind of two sides to these cards. Okay. The Five of Cups and the Three of Swords. The Five of Cups is showing that we've already kind of started the process of moving on from something here. We've already started the process of moving on from a situation, a person, whatever this might be. For some of us, it feels like we might have gotten stabbed in the back in the past, maybe in a work situation. Maybe somebody didn't show their hand and they took something from us. They used us. It's kind of the situation, the energy that I'm getting here. It just feels kind of sad. Like, we're frustrated. Yes, we moved on from it, but it's coming up and we're like, why would somebody do something like that? And you didn't realize that you were still holding on to this. That you were still, you know, keeping tabs on this situation, still wondering, why the hell did this happen? You know, the page is kind of immature in how he feels about this. And again, I feel like it could have been a start of a work situation, an immature beginning, a beginning that really never really took off. We were preparing for it, we were excited about it, maybe it was offered to us, or maybe a fire sign took this from us. Somebody like reached out and kind of stole it from us. Here it kind of feels like, I don't know, something that we were passionate about, something that we were excited about. And we need to have the wherewithal to let it go and move forward. To put this to bed, to rest about it, to stop stressing over it, because it's not getting us where we want to go. By being hurt by it, by, you know, being immature about it, and like, it feels like we're like, oh, well, this person did this, and I'm hurt by it, and I'm frustrated, and how could they do that? And you can't expect to move forward on it if we're, you know, if we're the ones who are also talking smack here. So in order to move forward, we can't be immature. When I see two pages here together, it feels like, this kind of feels like more like it belongs with this whole half of the story, honestly. But this here, this is all this energy, this immature energy here. And the way to deal with the situation in order to move forward, we can't be letting our emotions get the best of us. And remember, there is, you know, all that lunar crazy energy that is coming through this week. It happened last week, big energy, massive energy, but this week it's going to be just as big. You know, this is when the shift, when everything starts moving forward. You know, the energy was there last week and we felt it. But here we're starting to see, you know, movement forward. We're starting to see things happen. We're starting to really feel it in ways that it's coming out, you know. And again, the Five of Cups in this deck is not that negative. You know, it's the ship. For each harbor one leaves, there's a harbor to return to. And the Queen of Rods, she's pretty positive too. She's a passionate, loyal, energetic woman. She's got ideas. She has ideas, a lot of creative ideas, a lot of creative energy here, fire energy. Nobody's messing with me. I'm going to keep on going. You know, I'm not going to let anything bring me down. Just because this didn't work out, I'm going to move forward. And that's kind of the energy we have. And yet, there's like this dip of confusion where we're like, okay, I thought I was feeling all right about this, but all of a sudden this energy comes up here. And again, I don't think it has to do with something that maybe is happening like this week. And for some of you it might be, but I feel like for a lot of you this happened in the past. And we didn't really evaluate it. We kind of pushed it off to the side. And now we're feeling, you know, the emotions about it. We're like, hey, that was supposed to take off. And I'm feeling frustrated because the Three of Swords is the sluggard. He who does not show his he who does not show both hands does not show his heart. This person didn't show you their true intentions. Somebody didn't put out their true intentions, and you're trying to move forward, and you were trying to do something, and you're trying to build, you know, something real here, and this person took it from you. It feels like they stabbed you in the back. They either took your idea, they stole your spot, they pushed you out of the nest here in a bad way. You know, they stabbed you in the back, and you're feeling emotionally frustrated. You're feeling like all this, like almost like teenage childlike anger and emotions, and you don't want to piss off a Gemini, because I feel like you guys, when you have like two levels, and one of it is just snapping and it's terrifying, and I don't know, it like comes from this child part of you excuse me, that is very dark, that is very mean, that can really be harsh. And you're tapping into that because you're feeling hurt. You're feeling all these feelings again, and you thought you moved past it, but it turns out you haven't. So you need to put this to bed. We need to, you know, make the effort to move forward here. Because the Knave of Chalices shows a lot of emotional confusion, and it's getting in our way. We're letting our emotions about the situation cloud our ability to continue to build forward over something. You know what I mean? So we need to continue to build forward. We need to take this like emotional insecurity, our frustration, our confusion, our sadness, our, you know, all that heartbreak energy here, which is like, boo-hoo, woe is me, why does this always happen to me? I'm going to be flipping out now for a while. Don't be like that. You know, take this energy, take whatever happened here, build forward. Work forward here with the Three of Wands. You know, that energy is creating energy. That's creative energy. The Three of Wands in this deck is the smith, the craftsman of everything which is. What do you want to create? Where do you want to see your life improve? The universe is like, hey, put this to bed and just rest in this energy this week. Kind of also remember to take care of yourself, because we can build forward, but this is going to be exhausting to release, I feel like, emotionally, because we've allowed this, you know, tap into our emotions to sink down to that level. Because we're frustrated, we're hurt, and that's okay, it happens, but you know, the energy of what's happening in the astrology right now, you know, in the universe, you know, in the cosmos here is like really mixing up these emotions. And again, check out that Leo full moon total lunar eclipse video. It talks a lot about, you know, that energy and how it's going to affect us. And it's going to affect you guys. It's going to make you all confused, all stressed out. But what we need to do is not let it get to us. Breathe, meditate if we can, take extra rest if we can, step back if we can, maybe get some recluse and R&R time, and think about how we want to move forward. What efforts do we need in order to achieve what we want? And just, you know, throw that out. That energy needs to die. Let it die. Release it and move forward. That's all you can do. Continue crafting your way forward here. And the world is the end of that cycle. We're ending a cycle here, and that's why this energy is coming up. There's a lot of shifts that are happening this week, and these readings I'm finding for this week have been so varied in time and length, because the messages that are coming through for everybody are huge and different, and there's a lot of energy that's being kicked up, and for some of us it's not going to hit until later, but for a lot of you guys it's hitting now, or, you know, it's beginning now. We're getting, you know, it is going to happen over the next 6 months. We're going to see these shifts. The world doesn't happen in a day, but we're ending a cycle here, and we are releasing things that maybe we didn't even realize we were still holding on to, things that are holding us back from continuing to build further. Okay, so work on releasing that, work on resting, work on meditating, and finding your best way through this so that we can continue to build a better future here. Okay, my Geminis? Alright, so let's check out your love and relationships. Love and relationships. Let's check it out with the Hobbit Tarot, actually. Let's check it out with the Hobbit deck here. See what's coming forward for love and relationships for my Geminis this week. And if you guys want to book a private reading of any sort, I have all my information on how to book a private reading with me and all the services I offer right below this video in the description box. Okay? Alrighty. Geminis, 21st to the 27th for love and romance. What's coming in for love and romance here? And we're getting the Ten of Wands. Oof. We also get the Devil. 2 smog cards. Meh. I don't like seeing him. I can't believe I just said meh on camera. I don't think that's been a thing since I was in, like, 6th grade. God. Okay, let's see. Love and relationships for my Geminis. What's coming in this week? What's happening? We'll be coming forward. In terms of love, in terms of relationships. partnerships. Ace of Swords. This guy turned on his head. He got turned on his head there. Love and relationships for my Geminis. Clarify what might be coming in for them, the energies that might be showing up this week, the situations that might be presented with. And we're getting the Eight of Wands and then the Eight of Cups, okay? What a crazy, powerful reading. I love that we have the two eights here at the end. Eights are a lot of that movement forward, you know, action, movement, things that are, you know, truly releasing something and then moving forward in that energy. So this is big energy here that we have, a big energy shift, things coming in here, an ending to a cycle, it feels like. You know, in the beginning of the week, you know, this, again, where these things are being brought to our attention, this type of energy is being brought up, the situations where we've carried too much, anything that we've held on to, and especially in our relationships, any sort of burdens. If we feel that, you know, we're in this position in a relationship and it's not healthy, then it's time to talk about that. Time to have a conversation. And some of us here are going to be moving on from that conversation. Some of us are going to be leaving. And the Eight of Cups isn't always physically leaving. I see it more as, again, emotionally leaving something behind, moving on from something, ascending to a different place here. So a lot of us could be fixing relationships rather than moving on or moving out. But some of us here does feel like are very quickly deciding, I'm over this and I'm out. And that's okay too. Let's clarify some of this energy here. Clarify the Ten of Wands and the Devil for my Geminis for love and relationships this week. Okay, let's see. Seven of Wands. And that card has come up many times this week as a defensiveness. Because in this energy, we're being asked to face things we don't want to face. You know, with, again, that lunar eclipse, you know, the full moon lunar eclipse that we're having in 0 degrees Leo, 0 degrees Aquarius, with that Uranus making a really powerful square and all the other things that are happening. It's bringing up things and shoving them in our face that maybe we didn't want to face, that we weren't ready to face. Or, you know, we convinced ourselves that we weren't ready to face. I don't know why this is crooked, sorry. And it's coming up in huge ways, and we need to face them. So Geminis, this is coming up quite strong for you. All right, the Devil and the Ace of Swords. Clarify the energy there. Looks like we're making decisions. We're moving forward. Try not to be defensive this week. Yeah, Nine of Cups. We're realizing that this situation that we're in right now, for a lot of you guys, isn't serving you for one reason or another. You know, we're fighting for something that isn't healthy, and we're like, wait a second here. All of a sudden, it's like lightning bolts. Sometimes I see the Ace of Swords as, you know, bam, something comes and smacks you in the crown chakra. It's like a sword in your head that's like, oh, damn, I get it now. Like Archangel Michael comes by, stabs you in the head with his sword, and he's like, you were asking for the reason, and this is what you were asking for, and you're like, oh my god, I get it now, I see it. This is what I want, and this is what I need. Let's talk about this. So some of you guys are going to be talking about it in your relationships. Some of us are going to be realizing that, you know, the way we've been approaching relationships, you know, the relationships we've been in haven't been healthy. And, you know, we've stuck out for them, we've defended them, but the truth is they aren't healthy, and we need to, you know, we end up carrying the huge burden while the other person maybe says that we're not doing enough. And I feel like that's a message, you know, maybe not for every single one of you, but it's coming in really strong with those three cards for me. And we're like, that's not the kind of relationship I want. I want this. And for a lot of, you know, it's going to be your fantasy. You're like, what is my fantasy romance? What do I want? Where do I see myself in my happiest relationship? And you're deciding, like, hell yeah, I'm not going to stand for that anymore. And it's like you're communicating your displeasure here. The Five of Coins, you're like, this hasn't been working out for me. I'm upset. For those of you that are in relationships, you're like, this isn't working out for me. We need to fix this so that it doesn't get like this. These are the problems that I have. You know, this is where I feel a gap. This is where I feel like we're not communicating. Can we move on from this? This is what I want. This is where we are. Why is that? Eight of Wands, Eight of Cups. Clarify what that means for my Geminis. My Geminis for their relationships. Loves and relationships. We get the Queen of Coins. So stay grounded. It does mean that, like, you know, you're going to be nourished. You're going to be grounded. You're going to be taken care of here. Open your heart. Trust that things are going to be the way you want them to be. And I feel like there's another card here that wants to come out. Some of us could be dealing with an earth sign. Could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. However, I think we have that full supermoon in Virgo, actually, at the end of the month. So maybe, not the end of the month, yeah. Yes. the end of February. I don't know why. I'm sorry. At the end of February. I was like, no, we just had something. I just got myself all turned around. Sorry. At the end of February, I think it's like February 18th or 19th. Maybe not so much the end, but around mid-February there, we have that supermoon where the moon is going to be closest, and it is in Virgo. So again, we have that earth energy. Maybe things are going to continue to move forward. We're going to continue to move forward in this relationship, communicate, build up that passion again, make an effort to, you know, add stability and sustainability to the relationship. You know, nurture the relationship, build upon it. Queen of Coins is nurturing, loving, caring. She is, you know, a lower echo of the Empress energy here. So we're adding that unconditional love and support and passion into our relationship in order to make it work. God, I hope you guys cannot hear the dog snoring. I just like turned up the water and I'm talking a little bit louder, and I apologize, but I just don't want you to hear her snoring like a human person. Like a human middle-aged man, literally. Anyways, Eight of Cups. Clarify the Eight of Cups here. Yeah, I just feel like we're moving forward, we're moving on, we're building something new. Does that mean that some of us are leaving? I feel like for a lot of us, it doesn't mean that we're saying, no, I'm out, like, but it does mean, oh, yeah, for some of you guys, it is going to say, no, I'm out. I'm out here. If you don't want to nurture this, you know, this is the truth here. Some of you guys are going to have that success, and some of you guys are going to, you know, decide that this is it. I'm done with this Nine of Swords situation. This has been a nightmare. And I think that this nightmare needs to end now. You know, we're not having the connection that we used to, and we're not able to nurture this, so let's move on. But some of you guys, I feel like this is, again, because, you know, Geminis, you guys are known for your, for having two sides, and for being, you know, the twins. So this is, you know, some of you guys are going to be experiencing this, and some of you guys are going to have that success. And for some of you guys, you're going to realize what that Nine of Swords situation is. The sun will shine down. You'll be like, this is what I need to do in order to change, in order to bring that success and love in. This is the situation, and now we're facing it head on, and we're dealing with it, for better or for worse. So again, let me know in the comments what happens with you guys and how that resonates. That's very powerful. One of the more powerful readings for this week. So again, check out your videos for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for this week. Taurus was especially powerful. So was Aquarius. So again, check out their readings if you have any placements there, for sure. Again, a lot of repeating cards, a lot of repeating messages. So check that out, okay? And check my 2019 readings. It'll give you a really good rundown of what 2019 is bringing you in terms of, you know, how we need to change and, you know, what we're going to be going through throughout 2019. So check that out, guys. All right. Advice for my Geminis for the week of January 21st through the 27th, 2019. And we're getting the Skull of Flowers. Beautiful, guys. Absolutely beautiful. Love the Skull of Flowers. They are great. Where is that? Here we go. Creating through the ashes, to blossom and bloom, the work must be done. Through fire and ashes, our fortune it comes. Can't read. The Skull of Flowers illustrates that there is a sureness and yet rawness to creating again. To starting, oh sorry, actually let me actually bring this up because I missed a little paragraph there. Sometimes we wish for a life different from the one we have, and that can mean radical change. Sometimes to have that new life, everything falls apart to make it so, and that can be uncomfortable. We may lose our relationships, or they may change. We might lose a job, we have to move house, or become ill. All big events that lead to a reassessment of the how of our lives. The Skull of Flowers illustrates that there is sureness and yet a rawness to creating again, to starting afresh. Sometimes the universe gives us a blank slate to work from so that we can build what we really want, rather than just settling for less. The Skull of Flowers celebrates not just a kind of phoenix energy, but an energy of success and full bloom through adversity. So whatever you're going through, yes, it is hard right now. You are blooming, okay? The universe is trying to give you the happiness that you want. It's trying to give you what you want. So, again, don't settle this week. Make sure you're not settling in your relationships. Make sure you're not settling in your life here, and that we are releasing the things that are holding us back. Reassess like where you stand, and if you're really, you know, living your truest life. If you are your most authentic self. If we are happy in our relationships, we need to really look at this energy here. Okay, because whatever we're going through might feel extremely difficult, but it's giving us the ability, it's giving us a moment here to really look at why we're feeling like this, why these things are happening. What do we need to reassess? What do we need to change here, okay? All right, Geminis, I hope that was helpful. Check out the videos for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you guys haven't, please do subscribe and share. When I get to 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a huge giveaway, and it really does help the channel and me. Thank you guys so much for all of your support, and I will see you guys next week. Thank you.